Alright, so now we're on to the wiring and setting up the drag chain and things like that. So first step is to open up these drag chains so that we can lay the wires in. Alright, so what we got to do here is get a small enough flathead screwdriver bit, at least, or screwdriver, put it in here, and pop those guys open. Looks like the end of the drag chain will mount on this rail in this direction because it's going to curl that way. So we need to put two of these nuts in the railing back here. So we put two of these in here, two of these spring-loaded T-nuts. So to do this the right way so it doesn't get messed up, I put the spring in there, put the other end in, and then push it down. So now those are snapped in vertical. And I want this to be in this direction. Okay, now I'm going to attach the Z-probe. Just a lock washer and a 10mm hex tiny nut to attach this. So now we get to put a bunch of wires in the drag chain and close it up. I'm going to unwrap both of these. Z-probe wire and the spindle power wire. And let's see, I need the X-axis stepper motor assembly and the Z-axis stepper motor assembly, and the X-axis homing switch cable and the Z-axis homing switch cable. All these are going to go in one of these drag chains. So the black on the limit switch is the black wire connects to where the hinge is of the switch, so back here, and the red wire connects to the middle pin. I'm just going to move this plastic up to make sure that the connector gets on there nicely, and then I push the plastic back down over it. So that's the Z-axis limit switch. I'll just run its wires through, or I'll just lay them out back here for now. Next I'll do the X-axis homing switch cable. Okay. So I turned the whole machine around so we can see this better. But so this is the X limit switch wire. The red one goes again on the middle pin, and then the black one's going to go on the top, which is where the hinge is for the switch. So I'm just going to lay all these wires out here and then try to feed them all in at the end and get them all through the chain. X-axis stepper motor cable. These just have nice connectors, so this should be pretty simple. So this just looks like it has a couple of ridges here that have to go on this side. There. nice. I'll just run that out. And then the Z-axis stepper cable. Do the same thing. The ridges are on the bottom, so that has to go this way. Okay, now we have all these cables that all need to be fed through this, and the spindle power cable needs to be fed through. Okay, now that we have all the wiring set up for we've got the spindle, the stepper motors for X and Z, and the limit switches for X and Z. Now we need to put them all on the drag chain. And the way they need to go in is this end of the drag chain is going to hook up to this bracket on the X carriage. So all the wires need to feed into this end, and then they're going to come out the other end, which is going to be down here, so they can go to the components. I'm just going to grab all this wiring together and try to drop it in this one. When attaching the Z-axis motor, the connector should be on the back. I put it on the side. I'm going to redo that now. I just fed that right up through here, or attached right here and on the bottom there. Now we're on to needing the zip tie mounts. We need 3 along the top of this rail and 2 along the back here. On the side. Yeah, on the back side. Now I also need to get out some zip ties. Nicely, they gave us a lot of 100 of them. So I'm going to zip tie this guy, this Y2 cable right here. And then combine this Y2 cable with all the rest of these. Along the top. So I'm just trying to smooth all these out a little bit so they run nicely together. We'll need 3 more zip ties here. Okay, so we installed this bracket with the it's kind of an N shape, not a U shape. Now we can put on this one. The round part is going to be pointing towards the back of the machine. Okay, so I'll use 2 of these M5x12 flathead screws and 2 nuts to attach this. All these wires, I still need to connect the other Y-axis stepper motor wire, which is not as long.